Alright, so I'm gonna guess you guys are living the same life as I am, or maybe I'm just weird, but you're going through the day and maybe you want to relax. You just came from work or school or just working out in general, just doing your daily activities. You want to come home, lay down, relax, and honestly, home should be a place where you can find comfort and relaxation from, and it's kind of like your little bubble that you just want to ignore the outside world and just slow down life and just really relax. You either go on TV or you either play some video games, or maybe you just open the window and feel the weather come in. Honestly, if you guys do that, drop a like and maybe comment so I don't, I'm not the only weirdo here, but man, that's so relaxing as hell. Or maybe you go to bed and you lay down and you're looking to really try and shut down for the day, because maybe it's the end of the day. Obviously you come home and you're very tired or whatever. And then all of a sudden all these thoughts start coming in, these embarrassing moments, regrets, and just unnecessary thoughts, and you're just like, man, I'm just trying to relax. I don't really want to think about all of this stuff. Why do I have to think about all this stuff? And then you remember, maybe it's the next day, and you remember those regrets. And obviously every human is just gonna live with regret, and they're mainly gonna focus on just the regrets and nothing about positives. I don't know why, but I mean, the brain is trained to only keep yourself to be thinking of negativity and things that you should have done, or things that you shouldn't, and it just builds up this unnecessary really thought process that you let yourself into. And honestly, regret isn't something that that's avoidable. I think you have to regret something. If you don't have any regrets, I don't think you really lived life properly, because if you didn't get any type of regret, or didn't even experience any type of regret, you did not only not learn the lesson, but you will never learn in the future, and nor will you ever become better, because life is supposed to teach you lessons, and if you didn't go through regret, you won't get a lesson taught to you. And honestly, a lot of people who improve from regret and do double that, and are gonna be way more successful people. There's this quote that says, people they may miss a couple of shots, but they hit all their targets, all the rest of their targets. You could continuously keep on destroying and building up yourself in life, but if you don't miss a couple, it's not worth it. Honestly, people who look back constantly, just worrying about that regret that they should have done, is just something that a lot of humans do for some reason. And people people are scared of failure, and people are scared of regret, and those are the two that people just don't want to experience, and they do not go out of their comfort zone, so they don't improve or grow as a person. And honestly, that's kind of what people have been doing since regret and who knows what. But I want to shift gears here, and I kind of want to explain what regret is. And so we got to ask ourselves, what is regret? And regret is a feeling of sadness or disappointment in something that has happened or has been done. And honestly, I feel like a lot of people, no matter the situation, whatever you value in life, and you did it, but it didn't happen how you wanted to, or maybe because of the outcome you didn't like it, and now it's a regret for you. You kind of have to look at it at a different perspective, but that's kind of what regret is. Now, I know that we're talking about regret here, but this is also a channel where I want to show and give my experience to you guys. So I kind of want to give what was my regret, because pretty much the title of the video, or pretty much the overall topic. I'm sure everyone has experienced some type of regret, but I kind of want to, give my take on, my regret. And keep in mind, obviously I'm going to give an overall message. And, for me, I've grown from my regrets. And honestly, I feel like if you take kind of like my advice, I think you would 100%, look at your regrets and think, maybe this wasn't so bad, So my biggest regret was not continuing with my YouTube channel. So obviously, as you guys know, I've been on the YouTube game for like, I would say maybe 5 years. I was there since 2017, so 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 21. So like about 5 years. Obviously, there was like a whole year where I did not upload at all. And honestly, I made up excuses, and I would say, man, I had school, but in reality, I was continuing to do YouTube last year during my school year, and honestly, like, I was continuing to do well in school, and I was continuing to also just do YouTube, and I was recording like 2 videos a week, and they would be posted, and I was very consistent with that. And I would say, I was starting to blow up during my first couple of years on YouTube. And honestly, I already had a channel, but I wasn't posting on it. But I had a lot of success with it. For me, I would be gaining like 300 views a day. I would be gaining so much subscribers. I had so much support behind me. And I would get like a lot of views in the very first hour. And that's something that I really took for granted. And honestly, for me, I really, as a 12-year-old, you don't really understand numbers and what you have in front of you until you really start to grow up. And for me, looking back, I'm just like, man, I wish I really just stayed consistent with it, because, man, I had so much progress, and there was so much time where I really wasn't like getting a lot, and then I started getting a lot of views and subscribers, and now I look at that kind of success, I'm like, man, I really wanted that. And obviously I came back to YouTube, and there was a big mindset change, because I was super unmotivated at the time. I think my content creation bubble really just exploded, and I got burnout, and I think that happens for a lot of people. Obviously, I think I had a slight incident with it, a slight burnout like a while ago while I was still doing YouTube. But luckily, like, a bunch of videos came to me when I started thinking and started breaking down things. And obviously, I still have content to post. And, I'm constantly writing down video ideas. And obviously, this was one of them. But it just shows that, a lot of people, no matter what kind of age you are, there's going to be regrets, Freaking a 6-year-old could regret something. And honestly, regrets aren't that bad as long as you do something about it. Like, if you did not go to gym for 1 year, you're freaking exploded with weight, and now you're overweight, but back then you were like, man, I was doing so good, I was eating right. Use that as motivation, that's kind of what I learned from regret, that it isn't a bad thing until you really start to really do better than the regret. So that way, if you do better than the regret, you're gonna feel much better about it, and it's not gonna bother you so much. Like for me, my biggest regret was the not continuing with YouTube, and look at me now. I'm constantly working hard, finding out new ideas to really blow up on YouTube, and I'm constantly working hard to the point where I really want this for myself, and I made myself a mindset change on that I wanted to do YouTube, and this was a dream for me, and this isn't a dream that I wanted to give up. And honestly, I think just trying to do better than the regret is much more powerful, than suffering from it and continuing to live day in and day out, because I don't know I don't know if you guys seen those videos of like those people on YouTube that be like especially like really older people, I would say like in their late 60s, or obviously their last couple of years on possibly Earth, no matter, it's kind of very unknown how long they're gonna live. But if you guys ever notice, they're always saying I regret and not I'm glad that I lived. Because I think a lot of people, they live with so much regret, they do not fix it at all, nor do they try to do better, and they're gonna be the same person as that older person who's like 50 years older than them. And I think that's the biggest thing that people need to do, is start to fix it and do better, so that way you don't have to be obviously more of your elders and thinking, man, I wish, or living this I regret statement. You never want to say that to yourself. So I think that's the biggest lesson overall. But yeah, honestly, that's kind of how to overcome it and to really do better. And I hope you guys really tackle some of the information and really took it in and try to do better. And I hope you guys do not live with regrets, because that is the biggest life sabotaging yourself to success. And remember, that you have to really continue to do better and really take all your shots accurately than missing a bunch. And you don't want to continue living like that ever again. So hope you guys did enjoy that video. I'm very glad to do this video, and I hope you guys learned something new, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.